Ralph Withers Jr. here, coming to you with a subject titled, The Process of Elimination. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for allowing me to be in your view as well as your hearing for a few moments. Ralph Withers Jr. here. Be sure to subscribe or join. One act of kindness could be the biggest turning point of your life. You may hear something you haven't heard. You may see something you haven't seen. I'm not sure how open-minded you are right now, or if you can relate to this or not. But it's okay to guess while you're in a preparation stage. But when launching and the lights are on, the camera's rolling, and eyes and ears are on you, at that moment is when the process of how well you prep goes into effect. I've discovered to never judge, neither assume. Having this type of mindset or heart puts you in position of unnecessary loss and delayed gains. One of the worst things you can do in life is keep something that need to be dismissed and to despise something that's worth keeping. Many will be confused with your silence, but are shocked with your results. A person with your best interest doesn't always talk about what it takes, but the performance delivered is undeniable. I've learned early to never be moved by crowds or the response of a crowd. My only desire is to be effective. With being effective, you first discover who you are and become a student of that discovery. Second, help others to discover who they are by taking proper action. The value of who you are is so expensive. There's no price tag to match it. In other words, what's invested cannot be purchased. The process of elimination is knowing who the real boss is. For the sake of this conversation, what I put first produces after its kind. And what I put second produces after its kind. But the power behind the two is analyzing what's really first and what's really second, and if they can grow together. I've seen for many years people that's so old school don't want to hear or receive from the new school, and vice versa. But the power behind the two is if both can rightfully merge together to achieve an underlying principle. Basically, just getting it done, with respect being the core of the equation. From A to Z, you have a total of 26 in terms of the alphabets. To know what's wrapped in A requires discipline, and to know what's wrapped in Z requires discipline. But the greatest challenge is knowing what's in the center. Here's a sidebar for you. In my personal persuasion, it's the center that balances the top and the bottom, which creates the stand. My question to you is, what's really in the center that you're aware of? Until next time, I'm your host, Ralph Withers Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for allowing me to be in your view as well as your hearing for a few moments. Ralph Withers Jr. here. Be sure to subscribe or join. One act of kindness could be the biggest turning point of your life. You may hear something you haven't heard. You may see something you haven't seen.